Hey, this is Ben. This is the 69th stanza of The Art of Peace. I am taming my mind with the feeling of discomfort. My internal experience includes a feeling of and it feels included in my experience. So the experience of feels included. So it's like this. My internal environment has this inside of it. So while I can still operate and I still have the capacity to produce, participate, the experience includes this background experience. So it's there, it's present. So if I go into breathing practice or if I go into any experience, it's there. Now, in the past, it was an act of fighting against, and the act of fighting against took place in the form of trying to get the feeling to stop, but also in the form of thought processes that centered around you should have done this or you shouldn't have done that, and if you hadn't have done this or you had have done that, we wouldn't be in this situation to begin with. A real kind of mean, shameful internal dialogue. So because the two are seamlessly integrated, mind, body, body, mind, one manifesting feeling, the other manifesting thought, each can influence each other, just like the way the inhale influences the exhale and the exhale influences the inhale. That back and forth, that seamlessness, that total interaction between heaven and earth, that feeling or that beingness used to be kind of the enemy. Get rid of it! Can't get rid of it. You shouldn't be in this space. You're all wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, it's nasty. But so what the Art of Peace says is instead of doing that, you actually go into it. No, I don't want to go into goopy. Yeah, you go into it. You go into it and you start to participate with it. So if you were to participate with this sound, you can notice how there's unique qualities to the sound to the left and to the right. To the right side of the sound is a to the left the sound has a and so its sound is piercing, it has a kind of a yuck quality to it. But you know, it's not good or bad, it's just yuck is yuck. Yuck has yuck qualities, so yuck is just yuck. So if you interact with yuck as just interacting with anything else, then there's the path forward inside of it. So the goop, the nasty, the shame, the anger, the rage, the whatever it is, isn't a problem. It's not where you want to stay. Wouldn't want to sleep here, but it just means that you can participate in this space without being overcome or dominated by the space. So let me encourage you to practice here. So first, tame your mind with sound. Now notice your feet, pelvis, core, heart space, throat, top of the head, full breath in, all the way in, all the way in. Pause at the top. Just pause at the top. Now, plan to exhale as gently as you can. With no effort, just allow the breath to let go. Normal breathing. Now just sit with this. Sit with this for just a moment. Now notice its absence. Notice the difference. New environment. Isn't the stillness striking? The 69th stanza of The Art of Peace. Free of weakness, no-mindedly ignore the sharp attacks of your enemy. Step in and act. No-mindedly ignore. That word right there, mindedly. No-mindedly. They're there. May always be there. But with no mind attached to it, the experience just changes. With no mind attached to it, a thought shows up, but the mind doesn't attach. It's just their awareness, hello, and then interacting, participating. That mind piece, the mind, mindedly, no-mindedly, awareness of non-attachment to, no idea. It doesn't get fixated as a thought process or get ingrained as a could have, should have, needed to. No-mindedly. No-mindedly ignore sharp attacks. Coulda, woulda, shouldas, shame, guilt, fear. They burrow in as part of the experience, as well they should. It's important stuff. So having awareness of the sharpness is important. But no-mindedly ignore those sharp attacks, that viciousness. You don't have to attach to it. It's just there. Step in and act. Participate with it. And the reason the mind is so important is because, remember, the mind and the body are seamlessly integrated. So if you're interacting with the mind, you're interacting with the body. Yeah. And then if you're trying to do that from just one perspective, you're stuck in that perspective. There's no getting around it. So the only way to continue to move forward is to see the perspectives, even the sharp ones, from every angle. And then as you participate, you get better and better at participating. Fall in, interact with. and it changes. And I guess for me, from this practice for today, what I'm taking with me is not needing to be perfect. Don't have to always be perfect. It's not because being perfect is an unrealistic idea. It's because it's not necessary to be perfect. So I don't want to evolve in the way that perfection illustrates. But being perfect isn't necessary, because not perfect doesn't make a deal. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not even not that big of a deal. It's just an experience that I'm aware of. Kind of like the way feeling perfect is an experience I'm aware of. But I don't need to stay there. I don't need to stay with anything. I think the key is the mindedly piece. No mindedly. I mean, the sensations that I'm feeling are in the moment, so I'm participating with them, but there's no mind to it. There's no idea, there's no form to it. Anyway. King, out.